Hello, if you've watched my previous video, I went over a couple mod managers to install Lethal Company mods easily and safely. And those two were R2Modman and Overwolf. Um, both of which are fine, both of which still work. This is just faster. This one came out a little bit afterwards. Actually, I think it might have been work in production while I was making that video, but I didn't really explore it until now. Um, it is significantly faster. I think it's a much better experience, but that's just my opinion. Um, so Gale Mod Manager was created to be a direct competitor um, with as much pared down code and like speed as possible. Uh, Maybe it achieved that. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna start you up. You can find it anywhere. Or through any search engine except maybe Ask. Although, honestly, this is a lot better than last time I've used Ask. Last time I was getting weird stuff about wreaths, and I don't even know. Anyway, so we can ignore that. Go to your favorite search engine, or just go to thunderstore.io and go find the Gale mod manager there. It will be by Ketsumenen. Go click on the manual download, and once it's downloaded, you should be able to just open the folder up, and in that folder there'll be in the zip folder there'll be a couple files, but you only need the .msi. We're just installing the program. The rest of it's mostly for Thunderstore to do its stuff. Windows will ask whether you want to install it. Click uh, more details run anyway, as always, and select where you want to install it. Hit install. Now here, Windows is gonna do the UAC thing. This is an old laptop. It's slow. While I was recording this, I got confused because it wouldn't pop up um, for a while. Yeah, but UAC is going to pop up faster on your computer, most likely. Right about here, when I was worried I'd have to restart the video, it pops up, but OBS cannot capture that, so you don't get to see it. Don't worry about it. It should be fine. Just install it. You can look at all the source code. I've looked at a decent amount of it. It's all, as far as I can tell, legit. If someone comes up with more information later, I'll have to redact this. Anyway, on this page, when you first launch Gale, it'll ask you what game you want to mod. You can either scroll through the whole list, um, or you can type in the name or part of the name to filter it out. And when you do find it, the one you're going to be doing a lot, I recommend starting it so it's easy to get back to. Um, Once you click on the game you want to install, it'll ask if you've used R2Modman or Overwolf. I think it'll allow you to import from Overwolf, but I'm not entirely sure. Um, it definitely works with R2Modman. You can import all the profiles you've already made, and it'll all be exactly the same because this is directly compatible. You don't even like your friends don't have to be using Gale. They could be using R2Mod and they could install the mods directly, which I also tell you how to do in my previous video. I'm not going over any of that here. This is just about Gale. Um, Once you do, you get import. You can also pick which ones you want to include. It doesn't take terribly long unless you have massive profiles. I have a bunch of them. Then it'll ask you where you want to save things. The guild data folder is where everything will be saved for the profiles to work. And the Steam library location. This will just be the top level of your Steam library. If you have multiple folders, I'm not entirely sure how it deals with it just yet. But I have all of mine in the same folder on all my computers. The biggest drive. It's on the Z folder on my other computer, so I actually had to figure this one out because I kind of skipped through the instructions. Make sure that it does point to the right folder. After that, everything should just work. You should have the ability to import from code, file, local mod, R2Modman, whatever you want to do to get your profile into Gale. I don't have it on the clipboard, so let me just export the More Company from Thunderstore from the last video. It's this easy. You just export to code, copy it. It actually copies it to your clipboard directly. You can then import profile from code. It will grab your clipboard, but as you can see, I actually pasted there and it put the same code because it already had it, but you can copy and paste as well. It'll show you what mods you want to install. It'll give you this. You generally don't need to worry about the advanced options. And you can tell it to overwrite an existing one, overwrite More Company from code from last one with this, or you can create a new one and you'll be able to name it there when you do that. So yeah, this is the same pack I had before, which still needs an update. Go ahead and do that. It's generally good practice, unless the person who gave you the code told you not to update, but that's usually specifically because of incompatibilities that they've tested. So let them let you know if you should. Otherwise, you can just update things. Anyway, you can switch profiles just up there. You can switch games up there as well. I kind of talked over that, so yeah, after the update, you can just switch profiles up here. It's pretty easy. Switch games in the tab over there, and they're all just right here. It's no longer having to go into the settings menu in R2Modman or Overwolf and then navigating to, well, you've seen in the last video if you've watched it. Yeah, that's all you need to do. There are things over here. You don't really need to worry about them unless you're like maintaining the libraries yourself, but it's pretty easy to get through all of this because it's all very concise, very in your face, where R2Modman had things locked behind the sidebar for everything. Things you're generally going to use are all up on the top menu bar, the way a program should be. I hate Metro design. It's terrible. Sorry, that was a little bit off topic. Anyway, so once you're done installing, just hit launch game, and it will take longer or less long, depending on how fast your computer loads it. This is an old laptop. It's actually not that old, but for some reason it runs slow and I haven't figured it out. I think it's Windows. I think it should just uninstall Windows. I haven't tried removing uh, System 32. That might speed it up. Anyway, once it's launched, it should just launch with all the mods you have installed. Everything should run fine as long as the mod pack is working well. Debugging, that is outside the scope of this. And you can just launch it in online mode to be able to play with your friends. Now, this laptop was in offline mode, so it's going to complain, but if you're just playing with More Company, the best way to find out if everything got installed correctly is you'll see More Company up there. You'll be able to access the settings and everything. You'll be able to change your character cosmetics. That'll all be there. Everything should come up like this if you're just playing with More Company. And yeah, you can just close it out. You can go to Steam, launch vanilla. As always, none of that's been touched. All of it's still there. All of it is just like an R2Modman. It loads it up when you hit the launch game button, and it doesn't do anything to the actual folders. So yeah, that's Gale. I like it a lot better. I think it's a lot better of an experience. The only issue I've seen is it's worse at figuring out where Steam libraries are. It likes to have a overall location for everything. Where R2Modman, if you have the Steam install directly pointed to, it can usually find the game. But I'm pretty sure for individual games you can set where the launch will be from. Anyway, that is all I have for you today. I hope you all have a lovely time and, enjoy whatever mods you get involved in. I don't know when the next major stream I'm going to be doing for like Lethal Company or other modded things are, but this is generally all I have people require. more company, and if there's more involved, I will send a code list for people through the profile codes, which are easy enough to import. Um, till then, have fun, and I don't have a send-off for this video. Whatever. Go be good assets to the company or something. Bye.